Confident and masculine, I step into the stadium. Eyes wide, time flies, life like palladium. Value in the moments that be fleeting and not facing.
Hey, what's good, LBK? Robert Jenkins here, coming to y'all with, of course, the Focus LBK show, where we focus on all things LBK. Today, our guest in the studio is Mr. Reggie Dial, who is the president of the 100 Black Men of West Texas, and he's also the founder of El Roby. And I got a lot of questions about El Roby. Reggie, the first question I got is, how did you come up with that name, and why do you separate it like El Roby, like it's an Arabic word almost?
Or
like Spanish or something.
A Spanish word, yeah, that's what most people think it is. Well, first, Robert, I appreciate you having me on.
My pleasure.
I like this. I count it a privilege to be your second guest, on your podcast. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And I know it'll be something big and something great going on for the community. But again, my name is Reggie Dial, born and raised right here in the great city of Lubbock, Texas. Graduated from Coronado High School just a couple of years ago. I'll say just a couple of years ago. Once I graduated, left. I waited a year trying to figure out what I was going to do next. Really didn't know. Decided to join the Navy. Joined the Navy, did the Navy.
Now, we ain't going to hold that against him. Everybody can't be Air Force, you know what I'm saying?
I tried the Air Force.
What they tell you?
Man, well, at this time it was over off 50th Street, and I went to the Air Force recruiting station. Nobody was there.
Oh, okay.
And the Navy guy came out and was like, "What you doing?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "I'm trying to sign up for the Air Force."
Yeah.
He said, "Come and talk to me." And it got me, man.
See, Air Force, y'all taking them long lunches, y'all missed a good one.
Exactly, man. So I went, spent my time in the Navy, did intel like you, of course, man, and enjoyed my time there. And then came back home and started going to tech. Finished up at Texas Tech University, and trying to figure out what I was going to do next. Didn't know, but got a surprise that my daughter was about to be born. And so didn't want to leave, right? Didn't want to leave, man. Had opportunities to go to different places, but I decided to stay here in Lubbock. So, but I think it was the best decision I could have made. It was to stay right here in the city of Lubbock. Did a few jobs here and there, but then eventually ended up working at the College of Education at Texas Tech University. And I got hired on there. It was part of the East Lubbock Promise Neighborhood Grant. And part of that grant was a jobs initiative program. And so Dr. Dean Ridley, who has passed away right now, had passed away a few years ago, he asked me if I wanted to be the project manager for the East Lubbock Promise Neighborhood. And my duties was to create a jobs program for the low to moderate income community.
Okay.
Here in Lubbock. And man, I tried to come up with so many different ideas. We tried to think of food trucks. We tried to do pop-up businesses, but just not enough capital.
Right.
So I was having lunch with a friend of mine one day who's a general contractor here in Lubbock. And he was like, "Hey, man, have you ever thought about the skilled trades?" It's like, "No, not really." He said, "Man, there's a high demand." And I don't mean to say make less of high school diploma or GED, but he said all you have to have is a high school diploma or GED to get into these fields, a valid driver's license, ID, and you can make great money, and the demand is there. Started doing my research, come to find out, man, not only is the demand nationwide, statewide, and here in Lubbock, the demand is there because Lubbock is a growing city, and you cannot name a place that doesn't have HVAC, plumbing, or electrical.
Right.
You kind of gonna need those things, right?
Yeah.
To make it work. And so started doing my research on that. At that time, I developed what I called a brain trust with Chad, which is the general contractor that I'm talking about. And we got a bunch of owners from HVAC companies, plumbing companies, and et cetera together, and gave them the idea of what I wanted to do. I wanted to create a pre-apprenticeship program. I started doing research on that, started looking at different types in the Philadelphia area, in the Dallas area, some on the East Coast, and started formalizing what we now know as El Roby. But what I wanted to do different was look at the holistic approach of an individual and not just give them a job, but a career. And so at that point, I implemented the financial literacy piece to the program and also a career readiness piece. Because once you get this career started, what are you going to do to maintain it, right? And some folks just don't have that skill set because it's a big difference between a job and career, you know. And so I wanted to give them the holistic approach and to give them every skill set that they need to be successful, you know. So I call it a no excuse zone, right? It's a no excuse zone, man. But that's just a short story on how El Roby was formed, and El Roby stands for the East Lubbock Resident-Owned Business Initiative. Yes, it's a long name, and Dean Ridley came up with that name.
Okay.
Yes, Dean Ridley came up with that name, and I just kept it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to change it. Yeah, didn't want to change it out of respect for him, man. But that's just a brief summary. There's a little more to it, but that's just a brief summary on how El Roby got started. Yeah.
Well, you saying it's a little more to it. What's that little more?
Well, the little more is putting all the business, finding the partners. You know, finding the partners. It took me a year to put everything together. I made it sound like it took right then, but no, it took about a year to get everything together. I started that in 2017, putting everything together. Didn't have my first pilot class till 2018.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, because I got out there on the ground, paid on the ground, man, and just started talking to business, started talking to the HVAC companies. And the great thing about it was I had the credibility of Chad. You know, because he's a general contractor and he works with these folks, you know, and they knew the need, right? They knew the need for it. And then plus, like I say, I added the financial literacy piece and the career piece to career readiness piece because I just didn't want to focus on jobs. We try not to say jobs in my program. We try to always say careers because it's a big difference, right? And so it took about a year to get everything going, man, up and rolling. And ever since then, man, start off slow, of course, like anything. But man, we've been going. We graduate about between 50 and 60 young people a year in the program. We have about a 65% success rate with that, and I think that's pretty great, right? You know, and so we just want to provide access and opportunity for the community. That's all we do.
So what I'm curious about is, since when you were coming up, did you see a lot of people in the skilled trades? I mean, in other words, what drew you to the skilled trades? Was it just being in that program, over the program at Tech, or did you always were you kind of drawn to the skilled trades? Because you was in Intel, that's a little different than skilled trades. But why did you see the importance of that? Because
of the conversation that I had with Chad. Okay. Honestly, that's how it came about. I always knew, of course, about plumbers, HVAC, and but I never knew that I would be in this arena doing this type of work. And I didn't know that the pay was so great for these individuals. You know, the pay is great, man. And again, it's a career move. And so that's how I got introduced to it. That was my first conversation about really getting into it was with Chad, man. And it just, you know how you have those I guess Oprah would say those ha-ha moments. It was one of those moments. Like ding. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, that's it right there. That's exactly how it came about.
Interesting. Yeah, interesting. So, this no, I'm not going to ask you that question yet because that's one of my speed round questions, right?
Okay.
But when you were starting up El Roby, how did you get the funding for it? First of all, did you have to write up grants, or did Tech help with the? I mean, that whole aspect is a mystery to me. Like, how do you fund stuff? I don't know.
Tech started funding, right? Tech was one of my first funding partners. So so a little bit more about it was the grant was about to end. So that meaning there was a possibility for El Roby to end at the same time. But the dean liked the program so much that he didn't want it to end. He seen the value in the program. So he said, Reggie, this is what I'll do. We'll fund you, but I want you to start your own 501c3. We'll pay for everything. We'll pay for your 501c3. Again, we'll give you some startup money and et cetera. And but you have to maintain it, right? You have to maintain it. And so that's how the 501c3 came about, because he seen the value. He seen the value, man. And if it wasn't from him seeing the value, there would never be a El Roby, you know. And so Tech is still a great partner. And the ironic part is it's the College of Education, right?
Right.
Pushing people to go to college,
right? You
know, but they understand the need for the skilled trade, so they get it because, and you know this, everybody that's in college don't need to be in college, you know, because college is not for everybody, right? The military is not for everybody. So we have to provide another avenue of success for our young people, and this provides what I call access and opportunities for these young people to make a great career and not be $80,000 in a hole, right? From a college degree that you're not going to even use.
Right, right. And I will say, man, I have a great affinity for the skilled trades myself. And like I said, I didn't do it in the Air Force, and I would consider videography is kind of a skilled trade, but not really the same thing. Because I've always admired though people that know how to do stuff with their hands and how to get in there, and you come in and something broke, and when you leave it's fixed.
It's fixed.
Or you come in and something ain't there, and when you leave it's something right there. It's a building or something. I love that, man. All my grandpas was mechanics, and you know, if you talk about the end of the world situation, if you have an apocalypse situation, man, I would want my grandpa. If I could bring him back, I want him to be on my team. You know what I'm saying?
He could, one of them handymen that could fix anything.
He was a master mechanic. And man, you know, couldn't even read. He came up in the age where, you know, he couldn't go to school. You know what I'm saying? Right. So he could barely kind of scratch his name out a little bit. Couldn't read. But if any kind of if you was on a nuclear sub and something happened, if you explain how the engine worked to him, he'd be like, well, it looked like you need to do this. Let me try. And the next thing you know, y'all will be running again. So I always admire. I think it's in my blood a little bit too. You know what I'm saying?
I developed a passion. I have developed a passion for the skilled trades by doing this, man. These blue collar, hardworking guys, and ladies as well. Just honest days work for honest days pay. You know, and they love that's one thing about the profession in the skilled trades. They love what they do. Yeah. Not only do they love what they do, they're passionate about what they do. Right. And I like the fact that you brought up the generational part of it, because a majority of these businesses learn the skilled trade from their dad, from their dad. And so that's the generational part of it, right? And you know, and that's how the business piece came about it. East Lubbock resident owned business initiative, because eventually we want these I say young people, older people as well that come into the program to have their own business, right? Because once you become a master plumber, a master electrician, you can have your own business, you know. And so that's where the business aspect of it came in at. And we just want to develop a segment, a new middle class here in Lubbock, Texas, which benefits the whole city of Lubbock.
It does.
You know, so it's a win-win for everybody.
I would say it's honestly it's I don't mean to talk bad about going to college, because I've been to college, I got my degree, but I think it's unfortunate that growing up, that's all I heard.
Yes.
Go to college, go to college, go to college, go to college. Get you. And nowadays, from as far as I can tell, college is way overpriced.
Very overpriced, bro.
So you getting in hundreds of thousands, tens if not hundreds of $1,000s worth of debt, when you could have just went to a trade school for half or a fraction of the cost, if not, you know, with financial aid, maybe not too much at all. And then right out the gate, you got a skill. You got a
skill set that's gonna last you forever. And the great thing about that, Robert, is a lot of these companies pay for the schooling. So when they're with the company for a little while, they get their apprenticeship license and et cetera, and they feel that you're going to be there, they feel that you're going to be a good worker, they're going to pay for you to go to these schools. And so you don't even have to worry about that piece. All you got to do is show up and pass the test.
Right.
You know? Right. And so that's another benefit of it. You get in these careers. I don't want to say jobs. You get in these careers and you see the longevity of it. Yep. You know, and you see the benefits that come along with it, man. And so we're just, again, trying to develop a new working class of individuals and let young people know that you can still be successful without going to college or joining the military. There are several other options, a lot more options out there for you. And so that's what we try to provide.
Yeah, and I will say to any young people out there listening, I have two friends. One of them lives in Tennessee now. They were both in Maryland at the time when we was living up in Maryland too.
Gotcha.
And these are the two gentlemen that I know who are either millionaires or close to it.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I can think of three people that are millionaires or right, you know,
900,000,
right, spitting distance from it. And one of them is a master mechanic that owns his own shop.
Yeah.
The other one is an HVAC dude that started from the bottom. Now he owns a company. And the other one is actually a security guy, owns a security company.
See, literally getting it out the mud.
Right.
Yeah, as they
started off as a cop. That guy started off as a cop, then he started a security guard company. Now he's doing VIP protection.
All that stuff.
I don't think any of them have college degrees.
Didn't need it.
Didn't
need it.
I look at that. I say, man, I should have. When I was in college, there was a point in time where I said, man, I've been here about 3.5 years, probably 4, and I was getting down. It's one of the reasons I went to the Air Force. I was like, man, I've been here almost 4 years. I ain't got no skills.
Book sense.
Yeah, I was like, I still can't do. I ain't got no health insurance. I ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Barely making it.
I'm the same as I was 4 years ago, basically. And I went to the Air Force, and that's funny enough. That's what they teach a lot of times is skills.
It's skills. Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm. And I needed it. The Navy. Don't get me. The military is great. Mm-hmm. You know, it is. It was one of the best decisions I could have made.
Me too.
Was going to the military, man. It taught me structure, right? Mm-hmm. It taught me structure, and I was able to look outside of my box. You know, I was able to look outside of Lubbock and see the world.
Yeah.
You know, and it gives you a different perspective on not only on yourself, but just on the world in general. Mm-hmm. It gives you a whole different perspective on how things go.
Yes, it does.
On how things work. You know what I'm saying? And you're able to adapt. You're able to adapt. You can adapt just about any environment. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm like a chameleon. Mm-hmm. You know, just put me in a room with whoever, and I can adapt. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't care who I'm in a room with.
Yeah,
I'll make it happen.
Yeah.
You know, and so, but I learned that skill set from the military by being around so many different people from all aspects of life. This sounds crazy, but I tell people all the time, we're the same but different. We're the same but different.
True.
You know, here in down south, we crease our pants. You know, we're creasing them up. East Coast, they just put it on. And and just walk out the door. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so it's the same thing, just different, man. Mm-hmm. You know, and so, but I learned those values and lessons in the military.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed. When I was looking at El Roby's website, getting my thoughts together on this episode, I noticed, man, at the bottom of the page, y'all got a whole list of sponsors, and then you got a whole list of partners.
Yes. And
my question is, yeah, I can see the value in a program like this, and if I had a company, I definitely would be like, yeah, sign me up. Did you have any trouble? Were there any businesses or industries that are like, nah, we don't want to do that? Well,
Oh yeah.
Why not? And what were they saying?
I tell you this: some of them that said no then, saying yes now.
Success.
So yeah, you know, and so they didn't see how it was going to work, right? And I get it, you know, because we were still tweaking some things out. You know, trying to figure, and we're still tweaking things out, right? I'm coming to you with this whole new program, telling you I can get your best employees, you know. But the catch is the recidivism, right? Your turnover rate is not as high. You're saving money because you having these people going in and out the door, and you're spending, I'll just say, average $1,500 to hire somebody. You know, that's background check, drug test, physical, etc.
Yeah,
you know, and we're saving you those dollars. You know, we're saving you those dollars because the way that it works is we interview the individual before they even get to one of our partners. Right. And the way that I set it up is, again, like my military training. When we're training, we get paid. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just not, you're just not training, not getting paid. And so I wanted to make sure that while they're going through the program, that they get paid, because a lot of these individuals have families, kids, and it's, you know, that they got to eat. Right. You know, and so I flipped it. Before they could even enter the El Roby program, they have to be hired on to one of my partners. Ah, okay. Yeah, they have to be hired on, and why that is because they work for that company from 8 to 5. Then they come to the classes in the evenings from 6 to 8. You know, 2 days a week for 6 weeks. You know, that way they're earning money, you know, and they're getting the on-the-job training, which that's when you really learn how to do the job. Yeah. The book stuff is just for tests and all that, but you're really learning it from the 8 to 5, right? You know, and so I wanted to make sure that these folks were getting money while they were going. So they have to be hired on first, and then they'll go through the El Roby piece, which is the evening classes. Yeah.
I think I want to touch on the fact that you mentioned it earlier, but I want to make sure people caught what you said. This is a pre-apprenticeship program. So really what y'all focus on, I call it bootstrap skills. People say pulling yourself up by your bootstraps, and then some people say, well, everybody ain't got bootstraps. And I say, well, but you can get them though. And it's not wealth and studying money and your daddy. That's not bootstraps. Bootstraps is your willingness to work hard, your willingness to show up on time, your willingness to dress right and act right. appropriately for the
That's
situation.
the career readiness piece. You just spelled out the career readiness piece because some people don't have this skill set. They don't know the chain of command.
Right.
They don't know how to dress before they go to work. They don't even know how to dress to go to an interview.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't even know how to write. They don't even know how to completely fill out an application. You know, the skill set that we think that everybody don't have that skill set. You know, and so we're teaching them that.
Right.
This is how you fill out a proper application.
Right.
You know.
That's people may think that's not a big deal, but what is it?
That's
my
phone.
Oh, okay. I was like, it sounds like it's up here or something. No, that's fine. What I was gonna say, like, I got a job one time when United used to be over here on Idlew Highway.
Oh yeah.
I worked at that United back in the day.
Oh, yeah?
Matter of fact, when I dropped out of college.
You did okay.
So I think I was a junior or something like
I
that.
remember that United, man. My church was right there, and we used to walk. My church was right there off Idlew Highway.
Okay.
New Life Baptist Church, and we would walk over there after service because back in the day, you had your morning service and your afternoon service,
Right.
then your evening service. Man, we was at church all day,
all day.
But
long.
yeah, we would walk over to that United,
Yeah.
to get our snacks.
Yeah, so I started working there, and I got the job. It was after I dropped out of college. I said, man, let me get a job while I'm at home. I was gonna go back in one semester. I said, let me get a job for a semester or two and then go back. Got the job because I showed up with a tie.
Just like that.
He said, man, you the first person that wore a tie. They were so amazed. The cat that was interviewing me went and got the general manager of the store.
Like, this is different.
And like shook his hand and met him. He's like, yeah, I just want you to see him. He came with a tie and a nice crease white shirt on. And my thought was, I was told you're supposed to come ready for the first day of work in case you get hired right there.
That's it.
So I knew
That's it.
at most stores you wear a white shirt and a tie and you put your little smock on.
And be good to go.
So I was ready to go. And just amazing the simplest things that can get you in the door.
Get you in the door because you had a tie on. But you can imagine how many people just came in there with T-shirt on, shorts on, and flip-flops, those things like that. And the deal about the skilled trades, though, going back to that, is you don't have to come in there in an interview with a suit and tie. As long as you come in there decent. You know what I'm saying? Coming up with a nice polo shirt, jeans. Because I'll tell you a quick story, too. When I was first going into, I don't want to say recruiting, but talking to different businesses about El Roby, I would go in there with a suit and tie.
Right.
Button-up shirt, suit and tie,
Yeah.
So I want to be presentable.
Right.
I had an old school guy pull me to the side at one of the companies, say, don't ever do that. Don't do what? Don't dress like that when you come in here. What did I do something wrong? He say, no. It's just that when we see that, we think that you are better than us. Whoa. Didn't know that.
Right.
I'm thinking I'm going in there. I'm trying to impress the owner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, and et cetera. But those little nuggets, he didn't have to tell me that. Those school guys, I didn't even know who he was. He didn't have to tell me that. But he gave me that advice. And so from then on, I never wore a suit. I would just wear a jeans, polo shirt, polo shirt, washing, et cetera. But keep it simple. He said, yeah, no, you don't have to do all that here. We keep it simple, man.
Yeah.
And so, I appreciate that. But that just goes to show you the culture of those blue collar workers, man. They don't care about no tie and
Right.
slacks. They just trying to get the job done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Skills to pay the bills.
Skills to pay the bills.
Yeah, I was on looking at y'all's website too. It looks like y'all put the apprentices or the pre-apprentices through a whole a little on the job safety tips and. Can you describe that? What a typical day is like, or a typical class?
So a typical class will they'll come in about 6, depending on what time they get off. It's 2 hours, Tuesdays, Thursdays, or Monday, Wednesdays, depending on how the instructor does it. We have a certain curriculum that the instructor. We have journeyman and master electricians and master plumbers teaching the classes.
Wow.
So they're being taught by quality, and some of the instructors are retired and just want to find something to do, right? And so they're getting quality learning, and we let the instructor determine what that curriculum is going to look like. They provide us with the knowledge, so you need to get this book or that book, or
right.
And we get it, and so we let them take the lead on that. Now when we're dealing with unions, the unions have their own game. They have their own set of curriculum.
So we got unions here.
Oh yeah, man.
Okay.
It's like gangs. You know, these unions and non-union like gangs, man.
Yeah.
You know, you dare not teach a non-union company the union stuff.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's against the law. You know.
What?
Yeah, I'm just not real, but it didn't feel like it.
Yeah.
You know. So, but I get it. You know, I get it. But they're very strict about their curriculum, what they do, and so for my companies that are union rep, they go through the union piece, piece of the program. But for the non-union folks, they go through our program, and again, it's very similar to what the union does, and we teach them just the basics of what they need to know, and those instructors know everything because they've been there and done that, and so they get the quality training that they need.
Yeah. So I love the fact that it's I feel like this is, like I said, it's an overlooked value. It's an area of value that's completely overlooked, and especially in our community too.
Right.
I remember not a few months ago, I was at work and we had a piece of equipment break down, and it required some wiring and all that. It's very specialized Crestron stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we had to have some contractors come in on a Saturday, and I volunteered to work that Saturday because it was almost a whole day. Come in, and it was one master, like I guess you call it Crestron technician, and then he had 2 apprentices with him. Yeah, and first of all, I was very impressed with that. His 2 guys, you could tell they was new because some of the stuff I was like, well, you need to do that. You already knew it. I know what it is. But some of the stuff was like, and they climbing up there, man. They running wires and stuff. And I was real proud to see them doing that. And the only thing that kind of made me a little sad was they was both Caucasian brothers. Got it. And I was like, man, this right here, I guarantee this career probably paid $25 an hour or more.
Starting out.
Probably beginning. Probably way more than that down the line.
Oh, yeah, bro. Easy.
You know what I'm saying? Easy. So these cats are 18, 19, making $25 an hour probably, doing some specialized stuff that most people can't do. It's a skill set that's enviable. It's going to help you make a living. It's going to help you raise a family.
You can take it anywhere you want to go. It's
transferable
skill.
Anywhere in the country.
Yeah, anywhere in the
Everybody
country.
got Crestron.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And these, I mean, it's that's the value. That's one of the values sets. What I call value sets. That's in it. You can take it anywhere you want to go. Yeah. If you want to live in California, go live in California. Right. You want to live in New Mexico, go live in New Mexico. Guess what? You're still gonna be doing the same type of work. Now the with the electricians, some of the stuff is a little bit different. You got to get certified and stuff, but basically the same. Basically the same, man. And so, but to help our minority young men learn that skill, and a lot of these young folks just need a sense of direction. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. They need to know that these options are available, and that's why I try to do my best to be seen, so they know that at least the opportunity is here. Now, what you do with that opportunity, it's up to you. But we presented it, right? You can't say that it wasn't available. Yes, it was. It was available, and we're giving you every skill, providing you with every skill to be successful. It's a no excuse zone. The money management part that y'all handle is crucial too. I was talking to Miss Sandra Chatham. Yes. And she was telling me with her company, I think it's called Home Ministries, her organization. Home Ministries, yes. She was saying that basically one of the skill sets that they see in our community that's just utterly and completely lacking is that financial literacy, man. And people are doing, it's little simple stuff that's killing us, like getting a cell phone, and if you don't pay for it, you let it go into collection, then you just go to another cell phone company, then you go to another cell phone company. Not caring. Now you're not even knowing that your credit is shot now. Done. And now you wondering why you can't get a loan, you can't do this and can't do that. You didn't even know. She was saying a lot of these people didn't even have any idea. Oh, that's what that does? Yeah. That's crucial. So you making $25 plus an hour. Yeah. You need to know how to manage that and do some basic financial literacy stuff. Just knowing the difference between gross and net. Yeah. Knowing that what you see, the first bottom line, not necessarily what you're taking home. Because there's a few people that's going to take theirs first. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so learning that, learning just what you take home, and then minusing out your cell phone bill, minusing out your rent or your mortgage, minusing out your car payment. and then whatever fun money that you have, and then at the same time putting something to the side.
Yep.
You know that you got to save.
Yep.
You know, and so I think you would be surprised, but wouldn't be surprised on how many unbanked individuals that we have in the community. You know, just don't bank.
Right.
You know, they'll go to a grocery store or something to cash their checks or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know, not knowing the value in having a reliable bank that you can go to.
Right.
That if you need that loan, you know, or you need to establish some credit, they can help you with that, you know, help you through the process. So Alliance Federal Credit Union has been a great partner with us with that, as long as Lubbock National Bank as well.
Let me ask you this. Now that you have been at the head of this program and seen the good that it can do, if you was just starting out, if you was a high school cat about to graduate or just graduated, you was kind of kicking around, wondering what to do, would you go into a skilled trade? And if you would, what skilled trade would that be?
I would definitely go into a skilled trade, 100%, because it's just invaluable. You know, very invaluable, man. And I would do electrician, because but then let me backtrack too. Plumbing is a very, very well underappreciated job as well, a career as well, because those guys don't only plumb, man, they having to learn welding. You know what I'm saying? They having to learn circumferences and widths and all that stuff, man. If you was to look at one of these exams that these guys take, I guarantee you I couldn't pass it. You know what I'm saying? Wow. These are not just your typical ABC type of questions. You have to learn formulas. You know what I'm saying? Wow. You have to know. I mean, your math is mathing. You know, you better know this stuff, man. And so, to me, because it take about 4 years to get all the hours that you need to become a master electrician or master plumber.
What's the equivalency of a
bachelor's degree?
Certainly.
What you go through, it's the equivalency of a bachelor's degree, man.
Certainly.
Because the time you put in, the work, the studying that you have to do, because you just don't go out there and do it. You have to study for these tests, you know, and do it. But I think I would do the electrical route though. That's just my personal preference. I would do electrical route. And I wouldn't do HVAC because I'm claustrophobic.
Oh, right.
And you got to go up in these attics, you know what I'm saying? And but can you imagine going? Well, most companies, and I would say all of them, if it's a certain degrees outside, they don't allow you to go up in the attic.
Right.
Because it's so freaking hot.
Yeah.
You know, and
I
so
know it's hot up
it's
there.
freaking
Heat
hot.
rises for one thing.
Heat rises, man.
Yeah.
If it's 100 degrees here, imagine how hot it is in that attic.
Right.
You know, I'll go up in my attic if it's 100 degrees. I just put my head up there and it already, nope, won't be going up there today. You know? And so I know, but either you can't go wrong. You know, either way. But not only do we do those, we also do welding as well. You know, so welding is another high demand. You know, but again, plumbing and welding goes together. Yeah, you know, it goes together. So there are just so many avenues that you can go, so many different possibilities that you can make for yourself. You just got to be willing to do. Is it easy work? Heck no. Because guess what? When it's 110 degrees outside, you're still going to be working. Yeah. You know, when it's below 50, 40 outside, guess what? You're going to be still working. You know, so it's not easy work, but it's worth it. Yeah. It's worth it, man.
Yeah. I know, I tell you what, man, if I was just starting out now, like you're talking about high school or something like that, I'd be looking at something to do with welding or something to do with auto mechanics.
Can't go wrong.
Be trying to start my own, be already thinking about, see that you can't get the stuff when you're young that you can't go back. But if I could go back, I would already be starting at about 17, like, I'm going to start me a something business. Bro. A mechanic business or a welding business, something.
And you know, the way our new cars are, that's a computer anyway. Yeah. You know,
they're not even cars.
They're not even it's a freaking computer. You know, so you're learning so much. You know, as a mechanic, man, and I know I don't have the skill set to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate the people that do. So when I drop my car off, it's fixed. You know, and so it's value in that they can write their own ticket. Yeah, I tell people all the time. Let something go out. Let an HVAC unit go out in your house. something electrical go out in your house and look at that ticket. Look at that ticket afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Because I just recently had the AC unit go out in our house, man. Probably a couple of months ago, we had a motor or something go out, and I know these guys.
Yeah.
And I still had to look at that.
Right.
look at that ticket.
Like, golly.
Good Lord, man. You know,
And you're going to pay it, too.
And oh, yeah.
You're going to happily pay it. It's going to hurt a little bit, but you're going to come up off of it, too.
You rather be hot in your house at 100 degrees,
Yeah.
or you rather get that AC
Right.
flow. you know. So I didn't happily pay it, but I paid that money. But it's, again, you got to have those people that have that skill set. I didn't know how to fix it.
No.
I just knew it didn't work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. That brings up a question. Do you think is there a stigma
It is.
against the trades?
It is.
In
Because
most kids'
you remember when we
minds?
was in high school and you would say, look at that dude with the plumber crack.
Yeah.
You know what thing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A thing
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
It was a stigma
Yeah.
to it because he was a plumber.
Yeah.
And I tell folks all the time, I say, he might be a plumber. Look at that plumber paycheck.
Yeah.
That's gonna tell you a whole lot.
Right.
A whole lot different. So yeah, it's a stigma, especially with plumbers. It's a negative stigma to it. But the reality is, who else gonna fix it?
Right. Tell you what, you talking about the plumber's crack? You better go to Duluth Clothing and get you a long tail T-shirt. That's what they made for.
That's what
You
they
know
made
what I'm
for.
saying?
That's what they made for, man. Right.
I got no problem with it, man.
But you're not gonna go behind your toilet. You're not gonna go up under your sink. You know, do it. Because if I do, I'm gonna mess something else up. You know.
My heart says do it, and I go in there, and if I can see what it is, I might mess with it. But after that, after the first 15 minutes of looking at it, be like,
nah. Exactly. I'm good. Let me call somebody.
and anything up high, I'm automatically calling somebody. Nah, call them up.
Well, yeah, man. I've developed a great passion, infinity for these blue collar workers, man.
Yeah.
They rough around the edges. They're a little rough around the edges,
Yeah.
but the heart is in the right place, and they just want to fix problems.
Yep. And honestly, we need more people like that of all races, colors, and creeds, because I feel like we have produced a generation of people that have focused on college, like me.
Yeah.
But the stuff that this world runs on requires people that know how to get their hands dirty and fix stuff. Like you said, electricity. Who gonna climb up a telephone pole?
I'm not.
and make some electricity work again.
I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
Who gonna dig a hole and climb down off in it and make sure the fiber optics down there is, you know what I'm saying?
Deep holes.
Deep holes.
Yeah.
I'm already scared looking at the hole. Like,
Hey man, I tell you what I did a couple of years ago. I went and worked as a electrician,
wow.
plumber, HVAC work for what? Just to see.
Yeah.
You know. And I asked one of my partners if I can do it. They say, yeah, come on. I had to sign waivers and all that stuff. And man, they treated me like a regular worker. And when I tell you, when that 5 o'clock came or 6, whatever, man, I was tired. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's what they do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
But I just wanted to get a taste of it, you know, on what it is they do on a regular basis.
Yeah.
So I at least have some sort of idea on what it is they do. And man, and you're eating lunch there.
Yeah.
Most time you're not leaving
Right.
to go to lunch. You better pack your bag, pack your a lunch box.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you're gonna be eating on site.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so it's that type of deal. But then again, it builds camaraderie amongst that group of individuals. Because a lot, they're real close. They hang out with families hang out together, kids hang out together. So it's one big happy family, man. And they're just in the business of solving problems.
Yeah.
A different set of problems.
Right.
But they're just solving problems.
Right.
That's all they do every day is fix people problems.
Yep. And that's how you stay in business, right?
That's how you stay in business.
Yeah.
That's how you stay.
real.
They're not going anywhere.
Right.
And the way that Lubbock is growing,
You ain't even got to go to Dallas and all that no more. Lubbock is plenty big.
stay
and
right
plenty,
here in LBK.
Right.
You know.
Right. Well, you didn't sold me. I wish I could.
Yeah.
Wish I could turn back time. Was if I could turn
Back
back
time.
time.
It'd be good to go, man.
Shoot. But let's move on and let's go
Yeah.
into our speed round.
Oh man, I don't know. I'm not ready.
5. You got it. You got it. It's we got 5 or 6 questions here.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna go and just be honest. Say the first thing that comes to your mind, and we'll keep moving on.
Okay.
You have divided shots for this round?
Yeah, you can go wide.
Okay, so I'm right shot right now.
Okay, thank you, sir. So first question: what is the best part of waking up?
Folders in your cup.
Yeah, that's what. And why you bullcorning? It really is.
That's it.
All right, this is have you ever had a supernatural experience?
Yeah.
What was it? Tell us about it.
So dream. It's just dream. So I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this little. I don't even know if I should be saying this, but I'm a UFO guy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a big on UFO. I watch a lot of documentaries and
Right.
I'm just big on it, man. It's just one of them things.
Piques your curiosity.
Yeah, curiosity, man.
Yeah.
I'm curious about. I'm very curious about this stuff.
Did you ever see anything in the Navy?
Man, you see some weird stuff. I tell you that. You know, because in the Navy we would do watches as when you become. You know, when you were coming in as an E3, E4, etc. We would have to go out and stand watches. We was overseas, and man, when you at darkened ship and it's just completely dark, you see some crazy stuff in the sky. I'm not saying. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So I'm not
But-
saying it was aliens, but
yeah, but you see
it
some
was
crazy,
aliens.
some stuff don't move like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Jets
right.
don't move like that.
Right.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
know what you mean. I know what you
I
mean.
mean, you know, we see how things go. And so you see some crazy stuff, man. But I've had just weird dreams about that stuff, man. And I think it's because, like I said, I watched those UFO documentaries,
Yeah,
man. And
yeah.
I have these weird,
Yeah.
I don't want to call them nightmares,
Right.
but just weird dreams about
That's interesting.
about this stuff, man. And my wife, I'll jump up, my wife will look up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what's really going on, man? Just
Yeah.
but now she done got used to it. It's just one of them.
Right. You ain't never had no dream they was like standing around your bed or nothing.
No, man.
Them,
Just weird stuff, man. Just weird stuff. Like I say, now folks gonna look at me like I'm
No, that's why I asked that question.
Yeah.
Because I think everybody has had a supernatural experience of
Yeah.
some sort. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
And
I'm curious about them.
You do now deja vu. I don't know if they call that a supernatural experience, but there has been several times like, man, I know I done that.
Right.
Like I didn't done this.
Yep.
I didn't done this before.
Yeah.
You know, you walk into a room or you do something like, hold on, man. I didn't done this. I done done this before sometime,
Yeah,
somewhere. You know.
Like it's different timelines
Yeah.
or something.
I mean,
you always wonder what that is.
I always wonder, man. And so I'm just one of those guys that very inquisitive, man. You know, I'm not saying it is or not, but
Yeah, I would tell you,
You know.
what you talking about, things, the way they move in the sky.
Yeah.
Back in '95, me and my Uncle Travis, I'll keep it quick. I think I told it on this show before, one of the early episodes, but we was laying on the trampoline one night, one summer night, just chilling, talking, and for the record, no substances.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Just
saying?
to put it out there.
Right. We didn't wasn't nothing imbibed. You know what I'm saying? We laying on the trampoline, chit chatting, talking, man, and what we thought was a star flashed like a camera flash, and moved in a weird way, and another one flashed, and another one flashed, and they came together and did some maneuvers,
See, man, that's
and then flew off. And we looked at each other like
did you see that?
we didn't say nothing at first. We was just like, and then Uncle Travis said, he said, "So what'd you see?"
Yeah. I want to make sure I see it. But you am I going crazy?
Yeah.
Or are you going
Yeah.
crazy?
Okay, all right. So that's the supernatural. Batman or Superman?
Batman,
How come?
man, because he, you know, it's not his super strength.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Superman is strong,
Right.
bro. It's this.
Yep.
Is that brain power?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's got that brain power. So I definitely and I like his outfit.
Yeah.
I like the Batman outfit even more.
Indeed. And
Yeah.
and I like it, like you said, it's all heart and willpower.
Oh,
He
heart
ain't
and
got no
will.
power.
No power, none. But he got this.
Booker T. Washington or W.E.B. Du Bois?
Ooh, I would say W.E.B. Du Bois because of his knowledge in the way that he carried out. At his time, it was hard.
Yeah.
Well, both of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At
Yeah.
his time, it was hard, man. But just reading up on him and the things that he accomplished during those times, man, were just, it's like an amazing man. You know, and sometimes you wish you can go back and have conversations with those guys. So, a quick story. John Lewis, one of my favorite people ever, man. And at one of our 100 conventions, of course, before he passed away, I had the opportunity to be in a room with him and to sit down and just have a brief conversation with him,
Right.
and shake his hand. His hands is just like, just strong.
Yeah.
You know, just a strong. But to be able to sit in a room with him, and you're looking at a living legend. You know, I don't get awestruck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But seeing him, being able to have a brief, conversation with him, man, I never forget that moment. And just when I was in Atlanta in June at our last conference, I was able to talk to Mr. Young, Andrew
wow.
Young.
Yeah.
He was there.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so those type of experiences, man, you cherish, because I wouldn't be who I am without
Right.
not those men.
Yeah.
And so to be, and that's another thing about the 100, being able to be in that environment, man, with so many different people from so many different walks of life, black astronauts, black CEOs, black judges, black DAs, all that stuff, all in one place.
Yeah.
Senators and the networking is just,
I bet. But I have to say, I
Yeah.
thought you was gonna say Booker T,
wow.
because of the skilled trades. That's kind of
That didn't hit me. That part didn't hit me.
Yeah.
That did hit
I'm
me.
surprised by your answer.
Yeah, that did hit me.
Yeah, but you know what? I was reading last night. I started rereading the W.E.B. Du Bois about the talented 10th, that essay.
I haven't read that.
So I read it back in high school, like in Black History class or something. But yeah, I mean that's
I know.
30 something. I don't know how long ago that is.
I know.
Don't let me get started trying to do no public math. But I still to this day would say I'm Booker T.
Yeah.
But when I was reading that, I noticed, man, he was saying some of the same stuff Booker T was saying. At least I'm in about the first half of it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm like, I didn't even. They not necessarily butting heads. You know what I'm
Not
saying?
like you would think.
Not like you would think.
Yeah.
I think we make that distinction.
But make that
I don't-
decision.
yeah,
Right, exactly.
All right, last question, last speed round. Well, it's not even a speed round. What you bumping? What's on your playlist? Because we got a section called "What You
I
Bumping."
was just bumping DMX.
Which
Blood
one?
of My Blood, Flesh of My
Yeah,
Flesh
yeah,
album. When I
yeah.
pulled up. Yeah. That's exactly what I had on, right?
Yeah.
That's my go-to, man.
Is that 98? That one, that first one? or that
98.
second?
That was the second one.
Second
Second one. The first one was I can't. It was. It's a great album. I
Yeah.
cannot think. But the second one, that Blood of My Blood, Flesh of My Flesh. That's a good one. But my go-to is my guy right now. I'm a J. Cole.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Man, these young
I'm a
rappers,
J.
man,
Cole
I'm trying to get into them.
I can't.
It's hard.
It's hard.
I don't relate to them.
I don't. I don't understand what they're saying.
What they talking about, what
Yeah.
they saying.
You know how I know? You know how I know I'm getting old, or I don't want to call it old. I'm aging. We're
Right.
aging.
Yeah, maturing. Yeah,
I can't even watch the BET Awards.
right. It's silly
I don't know.
and weird. You
I
don't know
what
who the
happened.
people are.
I have no idea who these people are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not one idea. Like, who is that? I'm having to ask my daughter.
Right.
Who is that?
Yeah.
And then the only reason why we watched it this last time, because we were trying to wait on Ursh to get on. You know what I'm saying? His
Right.
lifetime performance. That's the
yeah.
only reason why.
Wow.
But my whole time I'm asking, who is this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who is? I say, yeah, I'm that guy now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't know.
I done turned into that dude.
I done turned into that dude. Like,
oh, dude,
man,
this new music's
this
up.
new it's up.
But it do.
What it do? I'm like I said, I'm a pot Biggie, Jay-Z. Now, my Texas roots, though, I got to go with my UGK,
course.
MJG, Lil Keke.
Face,
man.
man.
I mean, I'm on that on
real.
the regular.
For
You know
real.
what I'm saying?
You know what? I'm a music lover, so I love all kind of music, and that's why I try to catch some of these young cats. And it's a few of them that pique my curiosity.
So who would you say you like right now as far as one of these young cats?
What's that dude name? He a little dude, light-skinned dude from Atlanta. He got dreads, and he a positive kind of rapper. I can't think of his name. He was just on that Beehive with ATL with Beehive, whatever it's called, that podcast. Oh man, I can't think of this dude's name. Him, I kind of like one song or two songs.
I like Joyner
Panda.
Lucas.
Who?
Joyner Lucas.
Okay, I have to check him out.
Yeah, Joyner Lucas is nice. A couple of tracks from the Baby, a couple of tracks from the Baby is cool.
Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion, when she first came out, really before she got big. I saw some of her freestyles and stuff on YouTube. I was like, there you go. Now she done.
Oh, she's on a different
Doja
atmosphere,
Cat.
man.
I kind of like Doja Cat a little bit.
I don't know what that is.
She I like one or two of her songs. She was another female rapper.
Okay.
Singers, one of those
Now I
multi-talented
heard
types.
one of the Glorilla songs that I like.
Uh-huh.
I heard one of her songs. Trying to think. Like I hear the song, but I don't know who sings it. You know what I'm saying?
That's the other
part. I
Right.
like this, but I don't know the name of the person.
Right. That's still a sign of being mature.
I like the song, but I don't know who it is.
Yeah.
This been fun, man.
Yeah, it has been. I'm
Yeah.
glad you came on. Thank you for appearing with us.
yeah.
Before we close it out, man, tell them the website. Tell them how to get in contact, how to get involved, man, how to get on that L-Road.
Man, listen, if you want to get involved, go to our website. Our website is www.elrbo.org. www.elrobi.org. I don't even know my own website. But yeah, please go to that website, complete an application, and we'll be happy to talk with you and see which course of direction that you want to go. Again, we provide access and opportunity not only for our East Lubbock community, but for the city of Lubbock. For young people that want to get involved in the skilled trade. This is about the city of Lubbock, not necessarily one sector of Lubbock. We want to see the whole city of Lubbock grow. Although we're only as strong as our weakest link, and right now East Lubbock is our weakest link. So we want to strengthen that. But we are here for Lubbock. We're here for the city of Lubbock, and we want to provide that access to everybody.
Sounds good. Man, if I was a young cat, I would be taking advantage of El Roby and looking into them skilled trades. You talking about you want that bag, you want some cheddar. You're gonna have to work for it, but you're gonna have some skills to pay the bills.
Skills to pay the bills. That's one of my tags on my El Roby email.
Okay,
it's
all
on the
right.
bottom. I got hashtag skills to pay the bills. Yeah.
Word. I like that. All right, LBK, hit us up in the comment sections if you like this, or if you didn't like it, or if you took exception, or you got a comment or something you want to make. Hit us up down here in the comments. Thank y'all for tuning in, and as always, we'll catch y'all next week. And before we go, we want to say peace.
Masculine, I step into the stadium. Eyes wide, time flies, life like palladium. Value in the moments that be fleeting in our face, and then they go.